and he has achieved recently a regional coordinator position, which is a very prestigious position in the business. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce to you guys Mr. Lamar Thomas. Go ahead, take it away, sir.
Thank you, Miss Manny. I sure appreciate you for introducing me. Hi, everybody. My name is Lamar Thomas. Like Manny said, I'm a barber by trade. I'm nobody special. I'm the average knucklehead class clown from high school. Hey, I was introduced to this opportunity 5 years ago by my cousin, Mr. Jonathan Thomas, and I'm going to show y'all the exact same information that was shown to me. If I get a little excited, it's because I love sharing and I love doing what I do, because it took me from behind the barber chair where I was standing on my feet all day so I can make money in my sleep now. And we're going to show you how to do that. Give me one moment. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. And give me a thumbs up if everybody can see the first screen. Awesome, awesome. Well, welcome everybody. Again, my name is Lamar Thomas, and I'm going to tell you about our company, which is called ACN. We're a customer acquisition company. In January, it will be our 30th year in business, so we're not a startup. We're not trying to figure it out. We're in 27 countries and in 5 continents with $4 billion in sales over the last 5 years, and we're growing rapidly with millions of customers acquired. And I want you to look down here at the bottom. We are the world's largest, and I'm gonna say that twice. I'm gonna be nice and say it twice. We are the world's largest direct seller of telecommunications, energy, and other essential services. Now, whenever you get into a business or you're trying to invest into anything, of course, you want to know what type of credit they had. As you can see at the bottom down here, we were an Inc. 500, and also we have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Now, we are an essential services business. We provide essential services for residential and also for businesses, from the smallest mom and pop store to the largest company that you can think of, like some of the logos that you see right here at the bottom of your screen. We provide services that you just cannot live without, like a wireless cell phone service. We also provide energy and gas, high-speed internet, home security, home phones. A lot of people don't use home phones anymore, but I tell you what, there's a lot of businesses. You have to call and make those to-go orders. They do have a digital line there, so you can also offer those services there. And we do it by the bundle. We also provide security and home automation. We're partnered with Vivint for that. We also do television, payment processing for, like I said, we do everything from small to the largest business that you can think of. And also, we have our product identity theft protection, who we're partnered with pardon me. We're partnered with ID Seal for that. And I'm sure all y'all recognize these logos that are down here, like AT&T, DirecTV, Dish Network, Best Buy. Zoom Energy is our energy company. Flash Mobile is our own mobile service that's ran on the T-Mobile network. And we also have Sphere, and we have payment processing. That's what we have to do with Sphere. We also have Spectrum and plenty of other companies, depending on where you're at in the country. Also where you're at in the world, because we're in 27 countries. And also, I'm so excited to tell y'all about this, which is our brand new product coming soon. It's actually launched now. We have affordable health insurance, impact healthcare sharing. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I'm sure by a show of hands, all of us can agree that healthcare costs is a major concern for most people in this country. Can we agree on that? Yes. Everybody can pretty much agree? Yes. So you definitely have everybody to talk to on that, and ACN could not have picked a better time for us to go ahead and launch this new product. I'm so excited to share it with y'all. And later on in the presentation, we're going to go over more about it. Now, whenever we acquire a customer, we're also partnered with Feeding America and the Ronald McDonald here in America and also in Canada. So every time that we acquire a customer and every time that customer pays their bill, a child is fed here in America. So with ACN, we have been responsible for feeding millions of children in America and Canada just for acquiring customers and helping people save money on their electricity and all the other essential services that we provide. Now, how do we do this? I'm sure you're asking that. It's a very simple thing, but it's not traditional. We do things a little bit different than the other people are doing. ACN has already connected with the major providers that I showed you earlier, like AT&T, Sprint, Vivint, and so on. They've already connected with those people. So what they did was cut out the middleman. Instead of paying somebody like LeBron James or Seth Curry or some supermodel millions of dollars, they cut that out and said, you know what? We can pay people, average people, just like myself and some other people who are on this call, to make the same type of money and get paid off of customers. Now, how do we get paid? It's very simple. We get paid 4 different ways though. Again, I want to say that twice and be nice again. 4 different ways. We get paid with personal bonuses and also residual income. Now, for every 5 services that you get, that's $200. And every 3 services after that is unlimited, just like the minutes on your phone. You can do this as many times as you want to, month after month, year after year. So 8 services is $400, 11 services is $600, and so on and so on and so on. So if you want to go out there and just go unlimited every month, hey, make 1,000, make 1,200, make 10,000. Hey, it's unlimited. And also the second way we get paid is personal residual income. Now, if you're not familiar with the residual income, for me to break it down real shortly, because we're on a time limit, it's basically doing something one time and getting paid ongoingly. Kind of like, let's say like an author. He makes the book one time, but people continue to buy it, they continue to read it, they continue to download it. So he gets paid year after year, month after month, every time that person purchases and uses their service. And now all the services that we have, you have to pay that bill every month, year after year, as long as you're on the earth. I'm sure you're going to be using lights. I'm sure you're going to be using gas. I'm sure you're going to be using your cell phone. And if any of those services go off, I promise you're going to make a real quick phone call to get them back on. Now, the third way we get paid is overriding residual income, which I love because I like to get paid off of other people's efforts. I know it might sound a little selfish, but I like building a team. Like Mr. Stewart, who I'm going to bring up later, he's a great basketball player. You know, you can play ACN just like basketball. It's fun. You can do it by yourself. You can go out there to the court and do it by yourself one-on-one, but it's better to, you know, have a team, have some people on the sideline, have some competition. That's what people are going to watch on TV. They're not watching one-on-one. So let's go ahead and build a team. And guess what happens? When you introduce somebody to the business and they start getting customers, you get 4% off of every customer that they get that you never spoke to, will never see, never have trouble with at all. And you get paid off of that. You just waited for it to hit your bank account on the 3rd week of the month. Now, the 4th way we get paid is going to be the overriding customer acquisition bonus. Now, check this out, and Mr. Stewart is going to go over this as well. When you help somebody, introduce them to the business, show them another way to get paid, and help them get their first direct deposit, you automatically get between $50 and $300, depending on where you're at in the company. So trust me, hey, it's just a win-win for everybody. I love this system because guess what? Mr. Jonathan Thomas, when he signed me up, you best believe he was going to make his money and he was going to help me make mine. So you definitely always have somebody in your corner because everybody eats all off the same plate. It's a lovely situation. ACN figured it out and it's just rolling and we're doing major things. It's a global online business. This is an example of the website right here. It's updated daily for you. This is a business. It's only a $199 startup fee. Yes, you heard me correctly. It's only $199. It's less than one of these cell phones. Matter of fact, it's less than how much you have left that you're paying on your cell phone right now. How many of us can agree? Yes, I'm sure. Yes, because a lot of people are still paying on that monthly plan. I know some of y'all out there. I'm not going to call you out, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Now, so for less than what you own on your cell phone right now, you have a personalized website, marketing tools that are already set up for you. AT&T, Sprint, Verizon, Vivint, they've already figured out everything. They put it on the website on your back office for you. You share it to your social media, get paid, network market, discuss it with your friends and family members. And like I said, these are essential service. Everything that I'm talking about, you can definitely have a conversation with everybody about it. And you also get complete business tracking and reporting. So you have all your customers, you can look at their bills, you can look at when their contract is over and so on. And you also get complete customer support. So if you have an internet customer, for instance, and they lose their signal, they call you. Hey, Lamar, what's going on? My internet's off. Hey, you direct them to AT&T, give them the customer service number, you're done. And that's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, I want y'all to take out your cell phones. And also, if you didn't have a pen and pad out already, you definitely want to pull it out now. You might not have understood what I was talking about. I'm sure you did though. But if you want to make money and really be successful in this business, you really want to take out your phone because I'm about to introduce you to somebody who is amazing. This gentleman has helped out so many people in this business. He's actually helped me out myself personally. He's invited me into his home, showed me so much hospitality. He's just a phone call away whenever I need anything, and he'll do the same thing for you if you're genuine in this business. It's my honor and my pleasure to bring up Mr. Marshall Stewart. Mr. Marshall, are you there, sir?
Wow, what an amazing presentation, Lamar. Man, that was just absolute fire. I hope all of you were taking some great notes. And for all of you who haven't signed up yet, I know you're already ready to rock and roll. So let's give him a virtual round of applause. What an amazing presentation, my brother. And the honor is all mine to follow you. I've just watched your growth here and your recent promotion to regional coordinator, and very soon regional director. Man, you're going to help a lot of people and change a lot of lives, man. So as Lamar mentioned, my name is Marshall, and I'm very blessed to be a regional director in this amazing opportunity called ACN. And the biggest reason why is because my background is fairly average. I came in the employment world originally. I was a banker for many years and just followed the traditional path that my parents told me to do: go to school, get a degree, get a job, that sort of thing. And I did that up until the last recession hit, and I ended up losing my job in that season. And I don't know if any of you can relate whenever you have the rug pulled out from underneath you, but it's a devastating feeling. And I had no idea what to do. I couldn't find another job. So thankfully, I had some family loop me into some entrepreneurial businesses, ways to make money. And that opened the door to ACN, where it totally changed my life, guys. And I don't just mean financially. I mean the fact that I've been able to grow so much as a human being through the personal development that we get here in ACN. I've been able to meet such a like-minded, incredible community of people and friends that have just transformed my life, just knowing these incredible individuals. It's even helped restore my faith in the good Lord up above. And that's when I speak so much passion into this business. It's not just the financial aspect here, but it's the fact that it's transformed my life. And so just like Lamar, I'm very blessed and grateful to share what I have to share here today, guys. And hopefully this is something that's going to resonate with all of you. So just sharing my screen here. For those of you getting started, getting restarted, we're going to talk about the lifeblood of this company, which is customers. Without any customers, no money is made whatsoever. So we're going to help you start making money today. Amen. So here's the thing. For those of you getting started and restarted here, the goal is within the next 24 hours, we're going to get you to your first promotion of customer qualified, CQ. Why is that so important? Because if you don't reach this promotion, you can't get paid. So it actually puts you in position to start making bonuses and making residual. So this is essentially the most important promotion in all of ACN, because this is the position that gets you paid. Okay, so how to do that? Every service that we offered, you heard Lamar do an incredible job covering all the services. Well, I want you to understand every service has a point value attached to it, which I'll explain here in a moment. But your goal to get promoted is we want to help you get 3 services that equal at least 7 points, or you can also do it with 2 services that equal 12 points. And the significance of it is when we do that, we're going to get paid a direct deposit immediately, where we can show off to all of our friends when they ask us, hey, how's that business thing going for you? You can say, well, I'm already getting paid. I just joined yesterday and I got a check coming in this weekend, right? How blessed is that? So that's what you're going to want to do, guys, is work with your leader to help get you promoted today within 24 hours. And you can start that trend and tell that story that you just already got paid just in your first 24 hours. So where do the customers come from? That was my big question whenever I joined. I thought, man, are they going to feed me some leads? Am I going to have to go door to door? I'm not a salesperson. Where do these customers come from? And thankfully, my mentor explained, here's the thing. This business is so amazing. You're going to want to share it with everybody that you possibly can, because we don't want to be the only ones blessed here with residual income. We want to share this with other people who are out there looking and praying for something. So we're going to set up a Zoom call and present this business to our prospects, to our friends, family, partners, anybody that we know. And the people who are interested, they're going to rock and roll and join with us to do this business together, right? But then there's going to be some people where the timing isn't right, or maybe they're not all that interested, and that's okay. We can ask them to be our customers, right? So the no's from your presentation are going to be the ones who typically end up being your customers if we ask them to. What about the people we do business with? You heard Lamar, he's got a background in as being a hairstylist, a barber, right? Well, guess what? Looking this bald for me means I have to go to the barber a lot, right? Allegedly right now. Actually, God is my barber. He takes care of it a lot for me, right? But anyway, many of you beautiful ladies get your hair done all the time. Why not ask your hairstylist to be your customer as well? Why not ask your insurance agent or maybe your dry cleaners or whomever you frequent their businesses? They should be doing business with you as well. Wouldn't you agree? You're putting money in their pocket, right? How about friends and family? And we're going to talk about the right way to approach them here in just a little bit. But the most important customer that we can acquire, guys, is ourselves. See, when my mentors taught me, Marshall, you got to start thinking like a business owner. That was a transition for me because I was an employee my whole life. I just did what I was told, clocked in, clocked out, got a paycheck, right? I know many of you here on the line probably can agree. So to become a business owner, I had to become a customer of my own services. And here's what it did for me, guys. It trained me how simple it was to set up a lot of these services. It taught me how easy this was to do. It got me excited. I started building this belief inside, like I can do this all day, every day, because it's such a simple process. We just got to be the middlemen between the customers and the company. And then when they told me I was going to get paid on my own services, I thought they were just speaking French to me. I was like, what? I get paid on my own stuff? Like I'm going to go from paying like Sprint to Sprint now paying me? Like, hold up, right? That wasn't a hard conversation for me to get all my services converted. And I got all 8 of my home services, my wife as well, on our whatever we can get through ACN, 100%. We get paid for our own stuff. And so that's the beautiful thing. Now, remember, I mentioned every service has a point value attached to it. And Lamar mentioned that I'm a big fan of basketball. I love the sport, right? I could have played in the NBA, except I'm way below 6 foot tall. So that wasn't going to work out. So here we are building dreams in ACN. Every service has a point value attached to it. So just like in basketball, wherever you shoot from on the court, you're going to score a certain amount of points. Well, here in ACN, whatever services you shoot for, you're going to score a certain amount of points. And your goal is to do whatever you can to not only get qualified, but master a few easy services. And the most lucrative and simple ones to acquire are going to be these 4 here: the identity theft protection with ID Seal, Zoom Energy, Vivint Smart Home, and then of course the wireless services that we offer. But here's why so many of us are so excited, because coming soon, coming very, very soon, we've got a service that's going to change everything about the healthcare industry, and we are getting involved. And so I want to play a real quick 1-minute video that's going to give you an idea of what this is going to look like. So check this out.
Healthcare spending made up 5% of total U.S. GDP in 1960. In 2020, spending hit almost 20%.
National polls show Americans believe healthcare prices and drug costs are among their top pocketbook concerns.
Over the past 20 years, the runaway cost of health insurance has outpaced earnings and inflation, leaving our families with less freedom and less money. Families, small businesses, and individuals alike are struggling to find a way to pay for the health care they can't seem to afford. So how are we going to solve this problem? All over the world, technology is changing the way people and society connect and interact. The result? Countless industries are disrupted. But while the rest of the world has changed, insurance and the way we pay for healthcare remains broken and largely the same. What if there was a way we could all pay for healthcare that simply worked better and felt better than insurance? Well, today there is. We are Impact Health Sharing. We are a network of families, individuals, business owners, and small entrepreneurs who want to see the old way of doing things change. We use technology to connect tens of thousands of individuals and families across the nation to simply share and pay each other's medical bills. Old problems can be solved when people come together to leverage their sense of community with technology to control the cost of healthcare. Go to impacthealthsharing.com for more info.
Ladies and gentlemen, the future is almost here. Impact Health Sharing is about to change everything, not only about the healthcare world, but our businesses as well. And so why Impact? Well, the biggest thing is it's going to be very affordable compared to a lot of the traditional insurances that are out there that people have to purchase on their own, especially if they don't have a job that covers for it already, or they don't have the government to help supplement it, right? It's comprehensive. It covers so many different areas of our health, and even more than many traditional insurances cover as well. I love the fact that when they told me it's accessible and we can actually see any doctor of our choice nationwide, meaning no more of that in-network, out-of-network crap. We can go wherever we want and see whomever we want. And that gives us so many more options to pick and choose who we prefer to go to, right? And it's just an amazing program. Here's the cool thing, guys. It covers free telemedicine. It's going to give you a prescription program as well. Great pricing on your prescription medication. You know, when I mentioned the fact that it's comprehensive, you know, it covers preventative maternity, accidents, illnesses, injuries. But here's the other thing too, guys. Also included in this is things like mental health, counseling, therapy, physical therapy, right? So many different things like chiropractors as well. Most traditional insurances don't even cover that. And we have the ability to offer something at a better price than what most of them are going to charge if you go directly to them, and give them all of this coverage at an amazing rate and amazing pace. So I'm fired up that we're making an actual difference and an actual impact, go figure, right? For a lot of people here, and our customers and ourselves, right? So the beautiful thing about this for those of us in the business and why we're so excited is multiple things. Number one, this is the highest revenue and billing volume service that ACN has ever offered. I mean, if you think about it, you know, the traditional cell phones and internets and maybe even some most electric bills, you know, they're not going to be all that high unless you got some big commercial billing. Okay. Now we're talking insurance where we're now in the hundreds of dollars per month kind of category for most families. And we're now offering the highest revenue billing. So what that means for us in the business is highest residual income potential. That got me fired up, Charlene. I was ready to be able to just, you know, explode when they announced that this is the residual numbers. And I know my big brother JT is going to go over that here in just a little bit. And one other thing, depending on the service plan that you're able to acquire for your customers, it's 2 to 6 points per service. Okay, so you're going to be able to promote very quickly using all of these impact health sharing plans that are available. Okay, now the most exciting thing for all of us, as I mentioned, it's coming very soon. And for those of you who have been living under a rock, let me tell you how soon, because right around the corner, May 9th is the official launch day. Thank you, Jesus. Almost there. We're right there, guys. So those of us here in the business, we just got to get accredited today. Go to acncompass.com, take the short quiz, learn all about this service, and you're going to be so fired up to be able to share this with a lot of people, right? So you're right here, a part of history, ladies and gentlemen. And the way that you can get more details is not just going here to acncompass.com, but tomorrow it was just announced that there's a very special Facebook Live happening with the CEO of Impact Health Sharing and Chief Development Officer of ACN, Angela Chrysler, right? So they're going to be going over all the details tomorrow. So make sure that you take a picture, be ready, just follow ACN on Facebook. And that's going to be at 12 o'clock Central, 1 o'clock Eastern, and 10 a.m. Pacific. So you guys better be ready to rock and roll with all of this. Now, here's the thing. Many people asked me, you know, as I was getting started, or actually, when I say many people, I asked my mentors, what's the best way to be able to approach people? And I thought, I got to be salesy, right? I got to be the guy that has the hookup. I got to be the guy that, you know, just tells everybody, listen, I can save you money on everything that you got. Manny, I got you taken care of, girl. I'm going to help save you money on your electric bill. Or guess what, Estella? You can't get a better deal than me with DirecTV. You better come holler at your boy. And guess how many customers I got doing that? Bam, that many. Why? Because nobody wanted to be sold. Nobody ever wanted to be sold. I never want to be sold. How about when we go to the car dealership and we pull up and we open the door, what's the first thing that happens? We get swarmed by salespeople. If you're a car salesman here on the call, we love you. We know you're doing your job. But listen, that's, you know this. Everyone, all the customers are going to be like, I'm just looking, right? I'm just looking. Why do we say that? They know more about cars than we do. We're there to look for cars. It's because we don't want to be sold. So my mentor helped me understand that there are some proper ways to be able to acquire customers. And the best way is utilizing the huge favor approach. There are some key words that work that changed everything about my business. And he said, Marshall, it's better to be genuine and ask people for a favor. In fact, use these keywords. He said, Marshall, the words are favor, why, help, try. I'm going to say that again, and hopefully you get it tattooed. It's favor, why, help, try. So important if you get these words down, because you go from being salesy to being authentic and genuine, and people actually want to support you when they know that they're supporting a cause such as what you're doing in your life and with this business. So here's an example of how to put that all together. You could reach out to someone. You could say, Jessica, hey, listen, I hope you're doing wonderful. I need to ask you for a huge personal favor if you can. Jessica will say, sure. What do you need, Marsh? What can I help you with? I say, listen, I'm not sure if you're aware, but I'm working with a business that offers basic services, and I'm up for a promotion that I just need to reach a couple more customers by midnight tonight. It'd mean the world to me if you could support me and just give one of them a try, because right now in my other businesses, it's a little bit rocky with everything going on in this world. So I got to find ways to support myself. See, share a little bit about your transparent why. If it's about what you're trying to do with your own business, with your own, trying to support your family more, maybe support your spouse, support your parents, put your kids through college, pay off debt, tell them the truth. Tell them something heartfelt that connects with them and that they can support. And here's the cool thing. Many people are going to have questions, and questions are okay. Don't panic. Don't freak out. When they have those questions, here's what you're going to want to do. Answer the question between you and your mentor if you're brand new, right? Answer the question, then just go back to the favor. So if they say, well, what's your company called? Well, it's a company called ACN. It works with a conglomerate of companies, and we have a lot of great deals and promotions and pricing. But listen, if you could do me this huge favor, it would mean the world to have your support here. Well, am I going to save money? That's my goal. I'm always looking to make it a win-win situation. And that's why I'm asking you for this huge favor, to see if it could be something that we could work out and you'd give the service a try. Just answer the question and go back to the favor. And when they become your customer by doing it this way, they usually stay your customer long-term because they feel good about supporting you and your why, your cause, your mission in life. Okay, so the most important resource, guys, is go to acncompass.com and study a couple of services. You don't need to be the master of the buffet. You don't need to know every single detail about everything. Just learn a couple of services, and the rest will start to follow along as you master just a couple of them. So the call to action here, guys, let's get you promoted literally today. Become customer qualified within 24 hours. So you put yourself in position to make your first direct deposit, show it off to your friends this weekend. And then you'll be in position also to start promoting to executive team leader, where there's a fast start bonus on the table where you can get $500 more than you normally would. And we're excited. So guys, that's the number one thing. And then you're going to work with your leader to also schedule a Zoom meeting to share this blessing of a business with so many other people. So guys, it's been an honor to serve you. I hope you got a lot out of it. It is now my extraordinary pleasure to introduce someone that has absolutely changed many lives, including my own. This is a gentleman who has reached a prestigious position called Regional Vice President. And to do so, you have to help a lot of people. And I'm so blessed to be able to call him not only just a mentor, but a great friend and an older brother in my life. Maybe not that much older, but just a little bit. That's my guy, Regional Vice President, Mr. Jonathan Thomas. JT, call is all yours, sir.
Wow, guys, can we give Mr. Marshall Stewart an amazing round of applause? Guys, y'all can do, come on now, y'all got to put it together. That was an incredible training. Guys, I took so much notes on number one, how could we make an impact, no pun intended, but pun intended. Definitely an incredible training. Guys, I'm telling you right now, that training right there will tell you exactly how to get customers, guys. And I hope you guys took notes, because that's exactly what you got to do to get customers. Great job, Marshall, on that incredible training. Thank you, brother, for all that you do. But guys, we've had an incredible lineup, great presentation. Manny opened up, Miss Manny opened it up as a host. Guys, this is an incredible call, but I'm excited, guys, because number one, I get to talk about the money, and they leave that to me because number one, I love numbers. okay? I'm a numbers person. Anybody on this call that's a numbers person? Anybody? Y'all, some of y'all not raising your hands. Listen, if I told you you could get 10 grand off this call tonight, you gonna be like, oh, hold on, let me figure that out. Okay? So guys, I'm a numbers person and I just like numbers. And I'm gonna share the numbers with you guys. And I want you to take notes, okay? Because right now, you have to understand that the only reason why I'm a regional vice president is because I understood the comp plan. If you understand the comp plan, it will motivate you. If you learn it and teach the comp plan, it will motivate your team. Okay, so tonight, I want you guys to dive in and listen to the comp plan, take notes, and take some photos, like Mr. Lamar said. Take some photos because we're gonna go a little bit fast. Everybody ready? Thumbs up? All right, perfect. Let's get into the compensation plan, guys. Now, the first thing I want to tell you, number one, is to learn it and it will motivate you, like I said. But the thing that you want to know is that we get paid two ways. Guys, there's residual income, number one. That's the reoccurring income. And then there's number two, that's customer acquisition. There's bonuses that are paid that will fuel your business that gets to the residual income every month, okay? Now, going into residual income, again, Mr. Lamar did an amazing presentation talking about residual income, reoccurring. Guys, we got to pay these bills for life. Anybody can pay off a cell phone bill on this call? No. You wouldn't be on this call without a cell phone or internet or any of these things that we need. So these are monthly reoccurring bills. Guys, take a picture of this. This is personal residual income, because on the slide earlier, you saw it said 3% up to 20%. Well, this is the reason that you can get 20%, because I always get that question. Well, JT, that's cool. It seems like a large gap, 3 to 20. How do I get to 20? 200 customer points. Like Mr. Marshall talked about, there's different points for different services, guys. Again, you want to go and get your own services, start there. But listen, there's a buffet of services, and with Health Impact, guys, I'm telling you right now, I believe every single person on this call is going to explode come May 9th. So I'm telling you right now, guys, you want to learn about Health Impact. Now let's talk about Health Impact Health. Now, if you take a picture of this, this is real numbers, guys, hypothetical example based on for training purposes only. But let's just say you, Marshall, you, Miss Estella, you, Miss Mandy, you, Miss Jessica, you go out and you say, you know what, I'm gonna get 100 health share plans, 100 health plans. Well, you just decided that you're gonna make $4,000 a month for the lifetime of those customers. I want to repeat that to y'all. Guys, if you want to make $4,000 a month, I love ACN's comp plan. It says, if you do this, you get this. It doesn't say, well, you got to kiss up to your boss. Well, you gotta do this and maybe you'll get a promotion. No, ACN is saying, we'll give you that promotion if you just do this. No gimmicks. So guys, if you want to make $4,000 a month, go get 100 health share plans. Guess what? You don't have to wait 4 months. You don't have to wait a year. If you want to make $4K right now, go get it this month. Well, May 9th when it live. But you know what I'm saying. You can make it as fast as you want, guys. So I'm telling you right now, guys, take a picture of that, because I want you to really understand the power. Listen, if you did half of that, you would make $2,000 in residual every month after month, when people are paying their health plans. Okay, so guys, this is why everybody's excited. You heard Mr. Lamar was excited. You heard Mr. Marshall excited. This is why everybody's excited, because finally there's health care for the people, not for the stockholders. Does that make sense, everybody? So this is why this is important, guys. And here's what we call overriding residual. Now, you heard Mr. Lamar talk about building a team. Well, guess what? This is your team. When you have a team and you're building, and let's say you're up to 5 levels, let me give you an example of level. Here I am, I'm level 1. let's just say I have a kid, okay? I don't have any children, but I have a kid. That kid is my level 1, but he's level 1 for me. Does that make sense? If my kid has a kid, right? I'm a granddaddy, then they'll be level 2, right? So that's how it works, guys. You have certain levels. You make 4% overrides up to 5 levels. Now, that's important. And why is that important? Well, let's talk about HealthShare again. That's why it's important. Because see, on the first 5 levels, hypothetical purposes only, okay, this is just training. But if you have 1,000 services, guys, with a HealthShare, that's an extra $8,000 of residual that comes in month after month, year after year for your team getting health plans. Okay. Now, some of you on this call are like, well, JT, I don't have 250 services or 500 services in my team yet. Well, that's why you need to listen to the next trainer, because they're going to teach you how to build a team where you can get those numbers and dwarf these numbers. Does that make sense, everybody? So guys, this is a real life numbers. And I'm telling you right now, if you're paying attention today, you will not be able to sleep for the rest of the month until May 9th. You'll be out of your mind talking to people, okay? Giving the buzz away about HealthShare, guys. So these are the numbers. Take a picture of that. Again, and if we want to, we'll talk a little bit more of what that looks like. Now let's talk about the bonuses. Remember, we talked about bonuses. And with bonuses up front, the first thing I want everybody on this call is to write this on their journals. Write this in your notes, take a note, put it in your phone. You must be customer qualified to qualify for any bonuses, any compensation. Does that make sense, everybody? The way you get customer qualified, like Mr. Marshall said, is you have to have minimum 3 services, 7 points. Does that make sense? Okay. So you want to get customer qualified today. And in fact, after the training, if you're not customer qualified, go into the breakout rooms. We're going to break into different rooms. Listen, talk to your mentor, say, mentor, I need to know how to get qualified. I need to know how to put me in a position to get that impact share money. Okay. So guys, after the training, get customer qualified. Now let's talk about these customer bonuses, because the customer bonuses, residual takes time. Can we all agree? Making residual income. Listen, any property owners on this call? Any property owners? By show of hands, any people own properties? See, I think people, if I may, I think some people just don't understand, and I not you guys, because you're all the A students, but I'm talking about the people that decided not to get on the call tonight. Okay, I think some people don't understand residual income. Guys, owning properties, you may own 5 properties. That may be 1,000, 1,500 in residual, okay, passive income, if you don't own it. Does that make sense, everybody? So we're talking about 100 plans that get you 4K. Anybody on this call got more than 5 properties? You may, but how many people do you think can do that right now after a pandemic? Not very many. But can you go get 100 health plans? If you can do it in every state and every city online? Yes, you can. So that's why I want you guys to get excited about the HealthShare, because this is going to change some lives on this call. Does that make sense, everybody? Okay, so guys, with that being said, let's talk about bonuses really quickly. So bonuses are upfront. Take a picture of this. These are bonuses that you get paid for just getting customers. Now you can make bonuses every week if you want to. These are bonuses, again, you can do just by getting customers. I hope everybody took a picture because we're moving on. Okay, now let's talk about bonuses when you're on earned positions. Now, executive team leader is an earned position, guys, 30 points, very, very simple. That's between you and your team getting customers. You make 30 points. Congratulations, you're an executive team leader. You make $50 when a new person joins the business and gets their first check. Does that make sense, everybody? So if you get 10 people in this week, let's say Marshall talks to 10 people enroll into the business, he makes $50 when they get their first check. That's $500 extra that Marshall made this week, okay? Now, moving on, you want to move on to the next position, which is regional coordinator. Now, you heard from a regional coordinator earlier, Mr. Lamar Thomas, the reason why he said he's excited and he moving from the barber chair to doing ACN full time, okay? Regional coordinator, guys, is 200 points, okay, between you and your team together. Now, with 200 points, guys, you see the significant jump. You make $150 when you help a new person get their first check, okay? Get customer qualified. If you help 10 people this week, simple math, that's an extra $1,500 on top of the residual income that you get, okay? Regional director, this is why a lot of regional directors, you cannot stop them from smiling, because as you can see, it's $250 for helping a new person get a check. I'm sorry. Think about that. Here's what I want you to recognize. You know why regional directors are so excited? Because they got people in separate organizations or separate states. They're not physically there, but you can make $250 for getting someone a check in an hour. That's $250 an hour. That's a nice attorney. Guys, you got to understand this comp plan. If you get excited about it, I promise you, you'll understand and make the money, okay? Now let's talk about the income and we're gonna close this out. Let's just say a regional coordinator, remember we got 100 health share plans, right? That's 4,000 in residual. And then let's say your team, you built a team and they got 1,000 services on your first 5 levels. Well, that's 8,000 and you helped 10 people get started this month. Ladies and gentlemen, that's $13,000 of income this month on a part-time, spare time business. Now, if you can tell me a part-time, spare time business that you can get up to $14,000 in a month, come holler at me after the call. Come holler at me, okay? On a $199 cost and $25 a month. You let me know. Regional Vice President, I'm excited, guys, because I'm a Regional Vice President today, but that's only because I followed the system and an amazing team that has helped me catapult me to this position. But guys, it's just teamwork, okay? It's teamwork and everybody working together. And that's what regional director and regional vice president is. It's just all of us working together on a common goal, a common cause to help other people and impact lives. That's how you get to regional vice president, guys. And with that, I'm done. That's the comp plan. That's the numbers. I'm excited. You should be too. I hope you are, because listen, health impact is coming and you better be ready. So with that being said, I get the honor and the privilege to bring up somebody who's going to teach you how to build a team. They're incredible. They build amazing teams, guys, over and over again, just building massive teams everywhere. Okay. And I have so much respect for her because, again, she's out of the California market and doing extremely well. And it's such a blessing to work alongside with her. And again, I just want to bring up none other than another regional director, Miss Charlene McBone. Miss Charlene, are you on the line?
Thank you so much, Mr. JT. And wow, what an incredible training so far, you guys. My heart is racing literally because of impact and what we're bringing to the marketplace here for entrepreneurs and just families who need the help. Thank you so much for all the trainers so far. And I cannot wait to train on this topic, you guys. It is team building. One of my favorite things in this business is to give opportunity to others. Because can we agree, a lot of people are looking for opportunity right now, especially after the pandemic, not only in essential services, but an online business, right? Everything went online, including Zoom. So thank you again for your leadership, Marshall, JT, and everyone who's trained today. So let's jump right into it. And so you guys, a little bit about myself as well. I'm out here in the California market, and I've been in ACN now for a few years, and I work at a great stable job, and it's great. I'm a VP of client relations for a company, but you know what really gets me out of bed is to give opportunity within our ACN opportunity here and building a team. So I first started when I had closed down my traditional business, and I really wanted to make some extra money to help my single mom out. And she's now in her 60s, and I'm in a position now where if she needs a little bit extra, I can give it to her. Why? Because I really focused on this, also customer acquisition, but also building my team. And so, to be able to give the opportunity out, I've worked with, people in high school who are 18 years old. You know, you have to be 18 to get started in this opportunity. I've worked with business owners, multi-business owners who were really successful, right? And everyone in between, stay-at-home moms, people who had corporate jobs, but just looking for residual freedom. But how do you do that is just building a team. I'm going to jump right in, you guys. I'm going to show you how to catapult your business, take the bonuses with two hands, especially if you're in the first 30 days of your business. Okay, so let's talk about getting to ETL, Executive Team Leader, in your first 30 days. We have a fast start bonus in April. It's incredible. Okay, so JT talked about getting to CQ, getting your first couple services, and then you get a couple people on your team by just showing the business. And we're going to talk about PBZs, and they can help you push you up to Executive Team Leader for a total of $500 for your bonus. Now, whatever day you get started, the company gives you 30 days from the day you get started, okay, to go ahead and wrap up this bonus. So, you know, bonus is just extra. You guys, we're in it for long-term residual income, just like JT showed us. But at the same time, if there's a bonus on the table, I like to grab it with two hands, okay? So qualify for that, get with your upline support, get your couple services in today, right away, and then help your team get their couple services. You're gonna do that by doing a PBZ. So I will show you how to do that as well. So right here, so let's talk about additional bonuses. So additional to the $500, you guys, our company offers you additional, you know, money if you get more services. So here, from 3 services to 11 services, you can see the different categories, 7, 10, 16, 22. You can earn up to $600 in bonuses. So you can add that up. So 425 plus 600, that's $1,025 within your first 30 days. How many of you guys could use just an extra $1,000 this month? Okay, who do you know who can use an extra $1,000 this month? You better talk to them and get them on this next training. That's all I have to say. But let's talk about doing what's called a PBZ, booking your Zoom immediately, and why this is so powerful, okay? So you want to book a Zoom within the next 24 to 48 hours. Why? Because when you have a Zoom, guess what happens? You'll get a couple services, and also you'll get a couple people who will get started, okay? So write this down. Zoom equals couple services and a couple people getting started. So how many Zooms do you want to have? I want to have as many as possible, but your first one is important. Do it as soon as possible in the next 24 to 48 hours. Get with your upline and book it right away. So let's set up your Zoom call. Text the person that invited you or who you're working with right now. Pick a time that works for you. Okay, don't call around and ask, hey, what's a good time for you? Because that never works, right? We don't do that for parties. We don't do that for events. You just want to book a time, invite, and then you can have another one. But make sure that first one is on the books by the end of this training today, okay? And then also make a list of 100 names, you guys. We don't have inventory in our company, but your list of names is gonna be your inventory. See, J. Paul Getty said, I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own. See, because what I realized as an entrepreneur right away was that if I go to work, I get paid, right? If I don't go to work, I don't get paid. See, the owner of my company, he cannot go to work and go on vacation and still get paid. How? Because he has people that work with him and partnered with him. We call it distribution. So think about business owners. Think about people with network marketing experience who have other, at-home businesses. There's a whole bunch of different types. So if they have that experience, they know how to network. Real estate professionals, oh my gosh, that's just a icing on the cake, guys. Peanut butter and jelly. If they do real estate, they do ACN, right? That just makes a lot of sense. You sell a home, you hook up the services, and everyone else. Don't prejudge, okay? The worst thing that you can do is prejudge. Let me tell you, I met a couple who was 19 and 20 years old, okay? I met them, the wife was a stay-at-home wife, and then the husband was in the military. They were very young. They came from the Midwest. Now, they were looking for opportunity because she didn't have a job here in California yet, but guess what? They led me, that young couple with none to little experience, led me to someone who had a lot of experience. It's not about who you know, it's about who other people know. So get excited about building a network. My mentor said, your network is your net worth. So just write down 100 people. You guys just start with 15, 20, 25, and build that list because you want to contact them as soon as possible. And you want to invite, you want to over invite. See, when you invite, there's a 50% show up ratio. Did you know? So, if you invite people to a wedding, a birthday party, not everyone shows up, right? So you want to make sure to invite enough people that will hop onto the Zoom. The thing is that if you invite one person, half a person's going to show up. Okay, just a joke, but I'm saying invite enough people that you're going to have a show up ratio. Okay, and here's a memory jogger. You can go to wealthinstituteinc.com. Just take a picture of this really quick. We're not going to go over it, but it's going to allow you to really understand. Go through like your Instagram, Facebook, your phone, you guys. Even just off the top of your head, who do you know? See, for me, if I'm doing business with you, you get to do business with me. So I'm going to show every single person this, especially with the healthcare. This is crazy. Like, you better show everyone this, you guys. This is the time to build distribution. Okay. Think like a business person. Okay. If you think about McDonald's, if you think about all the franchises out there, McDonald's, we can agree, does not have the best burger, but it is on every single main street out there. And that's how that company got so huge, right? Ray Kroc, distribution, franchising, giving the opportunity. Okay, so let's talk about the words that work. This is really important, and you want to practice it. Okay, practice it with, your upline support. Practice it with someone. When I first started, I would practice, just in the mirror with myself. So you want to share your why. Okay, so here's the first thing that you want to say: the words that work. Okay, hey, do you look at other ways of making money? Right? But I don't want to say, do you look at other ways of making money? I'm just making it as a joke, but you guys naturalize it. When you talk to people, just sound like a human being, okay? There's no magic script. Just talk to people. Do you look at other ways of making money? Guess what? If you ask people, there's going to be people that want to make extra money. And you want to just let them know, hey, for me, I got started because I wanted to help my single mom, and I wanted to make some residual income aside from my job because I didn't want all my eggs in one basket. Then you want to edify the speaker. Hey, I'm working with an individual that has like having massive success right now, expanding an online business with essential services. Take it away from you. People know you for you. So if you edify someone else, it takes it away from you, because people can judge an opportunity if you talk too much about it and they don't understand, but they'll never be able to judge a person if they don't meet them. So you want to just edify and tee up the person you're working with. And then you want to promote the Zoom meeting and set up a confirmation call. Send them a text reminder about 15 minutes before. Okay, if they have questions, you just want to be new. Okay, play the new card, like, well, I just got started, but the person that I'm working with is seeing massive success, and they're going to be able to give you all the information. You want to talk about that person and not the thing. Okay, you can let them know, hey, it's essential services. We can agree the last couple of years, essential services, that's a buzzword now, right? People want to be involved in those businesses, right? Instead of other things. And so you can say it's about essential services. That's okay. And then worst case scenario, you can also three-way call the person that you're working with. You guys, I built a massive distribution, record-breaking distribution on three-way calls. I took it away from me. My regional director and regional vice president were so busy because of my peak and passes that their schedule book was completely booked because of me. How many of you guys don't have too much time? Okay, let me see the moms, the parents. This business is for people who don't have a lot of time. If you keep your upline support busy, or if you just use the system, you guys, you'll be able to build massive residual income and a big distribution. So, hey, hey, Blank, hey, Sarah, how are you doing? Pause and let them answer. This is still kind of crazy time still right now. Let them talk to you, catch up for a little bit, but don't spend too much time. Don't spend like an hour with one person, just a few minutes, but make sure to connect. Okay. And, I'm great. Thanks. Listen, I only got a minute. Let me ask you a crazy random question. Write this down, please. Let me ask you a crazy question. Are you open-minded to other ways of making money? Right? Just ask that magic question, you guys. If it's a yes, you can share why you got started. Hey, I have a great stable job, but at the same time, I wanted to make some extra money to help my family out. Especially, after the pandemic, a lot of people were looking for extra ways of making money. And so there's a very successful multi-business owner that's doing a presentation. You're going to tell them the day and time, right? Let me go back, the day and time, for about 10 to 15 minutes. You guys, 10 to 15 minutes. Don't you love our business? People can spare 10 to 15 minutes, okay? Hour and a half, sometimes that might be a stretch, but hey, a quick 10 to 15 minutes to show a group of people how to make additional money online. Okay, pretty simple. So take a quick picture of this, please. Practice this in the mirror, practice this with someone that you're working with, you guys. Get really good at it, naturalize it. Talk to human being, okay? And don't be weird. Okay, so if they have a question, say, hey, just be new. That's a great question. That's why the person is going to be explaining it, all the information, and because they're having a lot of success, okay? And then if they have more questions, you guys just respond. All I know is that it has to do with essential services, which we know since the pandemic, anything essential is key. And if this individual whom has documented success is willing to show me, I'm all ears, so just, can I count on you to be there? All right, so, pique their curiosity, be the trailer, not the movie, okay? And talk about the person again, not the services. All right, words you don't want to say, words that don't work, okay? Words that don't work. ACN, because people are going to be like, ACN, CNN, it doesn't matter what the company name is, let them see it for themselves. And don't talk about the $1.99 or the $25 because it really is irrelevant. Value is there when people see it. And you guys, this past Saturday, we went to San Diego. We spent way more than this on dinner in just a day or two, but this is a phenomenal opportunity for what it is. Don't even mention this because let people see it and experience it the way you did in a 10 to 15 minute presentation. And you don't want to say all the companies and the partners, it's just too much. It's like, one of my best friends, she got started in the business, but the first time I messed up and I told her way too much. I was talking about, Frontier and Spectrum and all of these things. And she was like, what are you talking about? She got really turned off. So the more you say, the more people get turned off. So keep it very simple on just the words that work. Okay. And then also when you do the Zoom, you want to have a webinar checklist. Make sure you have a professional background, have your camera on, make sure just like the background is clean and professional. Okay. Have your camera on as well, and make sure that your guests have their camera on it too. Okay, make sure that you're in a well-lit area, test your microphone and video, make sure it's on, pay attention to the speaker, no distractions, and then send a text message and reminder 15 minutes before, just like I said before. And then also get with your upline support to learn how to introduce this speaker very briefly, just short and sweet. And that way everything is streamlined. And, and if you do this, you guys, and have your checklist, it will prepare you for massive success. Okay, so you guys, that's it. Simple, just make sure to show the business. We sort, we don't sell. Write that down. We sort, we don't sell. We just want to show it. And if you have a PBZ that you're going to book today, couple people are going to get started, couple people are going to get services, and there you are off and, setting yourself up for the bonus within your first 30 days. So I'm done, you guys, with team building, recruiting, and distribution. We are going to pass it over to someone in the Michigan market. She is a business owner and just killing it with her partner out there, Mr. Chris Williams. I'm going to pass it over. She's going to do mindset and events. Pass it over to Mrs. Estella Williams. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much, Ms. Magnum. Okay, forgive me for mispronouncing the name. For my business partner on the West Coast, my sister from another mister, thank you so much for slam dunking that training. What an awesome, awesome job. So again, my name is Estella Williams. I'm a regional director, as you guys have heard, and I'm going to be sharing with you all mindset. Obviously, we encourage everyone on the call. For those of you that are already in the business, those of you who may be just getting started in the business, you want to shift the mindset. You want to have the mindset of a CEO. So, just a little bit of background on myself. Prior to getting involved with the company, I was a business owner, as well as, I was working 8 to 5, multiple different career fields that I was modeling. I was also working in the mortgage industry, the legal sector, just chasing the American dream. And I saw this information and it made sense, got involved. And so today, again, it not only has been a blessing to me, but it's allowed me to be a blessing to countless individuals nationally and internationally. And I'm so thankful to be able to share this stage with the individuals on this call tonight, because these are my family members. And I'm so thankful for each and every one of them, the East Coast, the West Coast, and the Southern market as well. And so if you could bring up the slide, Mr. Marshall, thank you so much. So again, mindset. So when you get started, we want to make sure that you are very clear on the fact that professionals sort, amateurs sell. You do not want to try and convince people. And, sorting is fun. Convincing is draining. How many of you have ever been, begging people, trying to convince people, just come on, it's, which that's draining. When you truly understand what you have your hand on, why would you sit up and beg someone? If you have $100 bill or a gold brick, why would you beg someone to take your gold brick? So we're not here to beg people. You're looking for people who are looking for you. We have a multi-trillion-dollar, we're playing in a multi-trillion-dollar industry. Why would we beg people to play with us? See, I don't want everybody coming to my playground. I just want those that are serious to come play with me. Everybody's not ready to play in the big leagues. Be a professional, listen, sort, and move on. And remember, a no may not be a no forever. Remember, some will, some won't. So what? Someone's waiting next. Now, ACN is the same for everyone. The company is the same for everyone. Guess what is different? The services are the same for everyone. The difference is you. And so you want to invest in you. You want to invest in your personal growth and self-development. You want to invest in your mindset, because in order for you to get something different, you have to become someone different. You have to grow you as a person. The greatest thing you will grow is yourself. And when you grow you, by default, your bank account will grow, you will grow, and your business will grow. So invest in you. Now, there are 4 steps. There's a 4-step system to success in our company, and they are as follows. See, firstly, you want to attend the weekly training, and we're on that tonight. Now we have, we have quite a few people tonight. I see 35 people. Our goal this week, next week on this call, and I encourage, matter of fact, I challenge every one of you on this call to work with us to double the numbers that's on this call. See, you want to become a Don King and a Donna King. I'm Donna tonight. I'm promoting events. So you want to become the Donna King of your ACN business. You want to promote you want to promote your business like it is going out of style. Everything is an event. See, everything we do is an event. You want to make sure that you're getting people on these calls. And if they've, get them in front of the information, get them, and then invite them to the training so that they can get a bigger picture. First promotion, and then you want to help them get to their first promotion to CQ, which is customer qualified, and then help them to host a private business Zoom. Attend Friday night leadership. We see, by them getting customer qualified, this will allow them to be able to get an invitation to attend Friday night leadership with our other mentors, ACN influencers, Patrick and Mr. Patrick, Senior Vice President, Mr. Patrick and Mike Mazur, and other top influencers in the company, where they will pull back the curtain of the full compensation plan. You all just got your appetite wet tonight from the compensation plan when Mr. JT Thomas shared it. Well, on Friday night, you get the full buffet. Now, the next event, the next thing you would want to do is attend an in-person event. We actually have an ACN national event, which is coming up September 30th through October. This is where the co-founders pull out all of the stops. They put on, you'll be coach, trained, and mentored by the co-founders of the company, as well as all of the top leaders in the company. So it's the equivalent of being coached by Oprah Winfrey, Bill Gates, and Michael Jordan, Tyler Perry, everyone. If you got an invitation like that, would you show up? Does it make sense? If you got such an invitation, how many people by show of hands would show up if you got such an invitation? Absolutely. It would just make sense, because if they've already accomplished what you desire to accomplish, it just makes sense to show up to see how they got it done. And so with that being shared, you want to make sure that you get with your leader, get registered for this event, because it is going to be the greatest event and the largest event to date that we have had. As a matter of fact, it is going to be in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Who doesn't want to go to Florida? Come on now. So I encourage you all, get to the event. Now we're going to be going into breakout rooms. So I want you guys to stand by. We're going to be putting you in the breakout rooms. I know if we have guests on the call, you will be put on in the breakout rooms as well. So please stand by. We are going to get to put you into breakout rooms because we'd like to have an opportunity to speak with you more up close and personal, and just find out a little bit more with you, have a more up close and personal dialogue with you. And then for all of you that's on the call, we're going to be scheduling Zooms for the week. So you want to enroll and get registered for the national convention, get promoted right away, because that's your story. See, we have Mr. William Johnson, that was able to walk the stage in Dallas, Texas at the Emerge event that took place this weekend because of his story. Because when they said all of the 30-day ETLs come forward, he got it done in 27 days. And because he set that story, he created that story, he was able to walk that stage in Dallas, Texas. What will your story be? You want to get with your leaders, schedule your Zoom meetings, because we want to create your story. We want to help you get paid and promoted. And so with that, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a pleasure speaking with each and every one of you all tonight. And I'm going to turn the call back over to my business partner and my brother, Mr. JT Thomas. Mr. Thomas, the call is back over to you.
Wow, wasn't that an incredible mindset training? I was like, man, I didn't even want you to stop. I was like, keep going, keep going. Thank you so much, sis. I really appreciate you and your leadership. And guys, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna close out the call, but don't get off this call until we're gonna break out in rooms. Set a meeting, like she said, set a meeting with a game plan with your leaders. And guys, other than that, incredible night of training. Definitely appreciate all of you. And let's go out into the breakout rooms and let's impact lives, guys. We'll talk soon. See you guys soon in the breakout rooms.